morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day. Oh, my phone's going off. Uh, I am getting around today. I had a day off. I took a day off pretty much yesterday. I did stuff in the cabin, getting stuff rearranged where I can, just organize. Like I always told you guys, if you move into a van, you buy a van, sleep in it first, and then kind of figure out where you want everything. And that's the last 2 days. That's kind of what I did. And I didn't have it organized where I could shower yet, do my dishes, because I'll haul water in. Uh, Last or yesterday, I filled up buckets with water and just set them out on my little porch area, and they were warm enough to take a shower by the evening. I have a USB shower head that broke, but I have another one that I've had for 5 years, but it still had enough charge in it for me to use, but I can't find the charger for it to recharge it. So I'm trying to order one, but I just showered off on my porch last night, and it was perfect. Hello, everybody coming into the chat. Let me see. I'm going to try to read the chat. I'm on the phone. I could have done this with my computer, but I didn't. Stacy Q, hello from British Columbia. Hello. Lily, good morning, Lily. I hope you're doing good. Give Pippi a pat for me. I am G. He's on the road. Good to see you, G. Thanks, Stacy. I've lost 12 pounds, maybe 13 now. Just all this exercise and moving stuff. I've been averaging, when I'm working out, hauling stuff up, I've been averaging 4 miles a day, and most of it's up and downhill. But this hill is good for me. It's just, I overdid it the day I moved in from the van. I moved a lot of heavy stuff up, and it really hurt my back and my legs. But I'm feeling better today. I'm still tired. Lynn Farm Okie, hello. Good to see you. Kaylee's in the house. What's up, girl? The kitties are loving the cat tree. I should send you a selfie. Hey, David, what's up? Yeah, send me a selfie, buddy. That's my buddy in Canada. My weatherman. He's been helping me with my game. I have had no time to play my game. I got time yesterday. As soon as I get done with this live, I'm going to log in. So, yeah, he's been helping me. I appreciate you, David, very much. Let's see. I'm trying to see who's talking. Minutes, 3 days to live stream drop-ins. And electrical rework. Anyway, I've got everything set up now. My dishes, I got the little system worked out. I'm still using, I still do the dishes like I did in the van. Vinegar water is great, and I cook one pan meals, and it's just easier to keep clean that way. I do have a little fold-up tub I use if it's stuff that's really greasy or anything. I can boil some water and put regular soap in, but I'm just mostly using vinegar and water. The shower thing, Vicky sent me a shower pan that folds up, but once I moved in and get things situated, I will be installing that, and I'll just and use my USB shower head. Eventually, I'll have running water in here, though, but that will probably be next year. I'll have a sink with running water, and eventually I want to get one of the, I think a lot of van lifers use them on demand, like it's an on demand water heater. It just mounts on the wall. You hook up propane to it and drop it into a water source. And so I'll be using the shower kind of like that eventually, but it will take time. A lot of this takes time. And I'm so pressed right now on getting videos out of products that companies have sent me, like this Halkery diesel heater. I've got a backup camera I've got to do a video on. I'm working on one on this light. I'm telling you, this light is amazing. This is going to be my emergency light for the cabin. I worked on a video last night when it got dark. This thing's freaking amazing. Seriously, when this video comes out, you guys should check this out if you go camping, or if you just want an emergency light or a work light, like if you're working on a car at night or working on something tonight. It is awesome. Let me see who's in here. David, send me a selfie. Him and Steffi are my game friends. Him, Oda, and Steffi. We always talk a lot on Discord. And he logged into my account the other day for me and did my game stuff. And so I'm driving down the road and I'm trying to send a message. Thank you. I said, thank you, V. It said, thank you, babe. I mean, he's my friend and his old lady's my friend. I'm like, oh my God. So I hurried up and erased it. I somehow it got babe out of the word V and sent it. I don't know what's going on, but he is a hottie, ladies. He is a hottie. And he's one of my good friends. Him and Steffi are. Anyway, but it was quite funny. Everybody saying hello to everybody. Oh, thank you, Lily. Hey, Boho Blue Van. Good to see ya. David, I knew it. Whatever, mister. Calm down. But I'm having my coffee with you guys this morning, and I have had no time to do videos hardly. I've got a video that I'm uploading today, and that'll be out soon. And just trying to get settled in where I can do videos is the thing. And I went live on StreamYard. Man, going live straight on YouTube, I bring in a lot of trolls, I tell you. It is horrible. They leave me messages and comments that are just horrible. I hate going live straight on YouTube. Ringo and Zara is in the house. Hello. But when you go live straight on YouTube, they push your video out more. You get a lot of people in your live, but you can't monetize it till it's done. It's kind of worthless at that point. Everybody's saying hi still. But yeah, the first 2 nights, these cats were off the hook. I mean, see those cage. This is their carriers. They would get in and out of their carriers. They were doing that all day yesterday. They get in the carrier, hanging on the wall, and look out the carrier. I'm just like, what is wrong with you guys? Yes, my stress level has went down. I overdid it the day I moved in from the van. I made 21 trips up the hill hauling stuff. I'm still kind of sore, but you know, it's good for me. It's good for me. I've lost 12 pounds in the last 2 weeks, which is great. I just have to be careful overdoing it. And you know, I was stressed about all kinds of stuff. Stressed about I'm still having to move stuff from the other place that's outside. I'll be going over and getting a load today. My van overheated coming here. Yeah, it was a stressful day, and I love my game. I was stressed. I couldn't get in my game and play. And like I said, I want to thank David for taking care of my game for me. We're going to be having an event here in a little bit. I'll be in there. I have made it up to all of one time. I have made it. Oops, I can't see what that's. Man, yeah. Well, I have my old landlord is bringing his 4-wheeler over Saturday. I have a big table that I'll be putting over here by the window. And Melissa gave me a 45-inch TV, a smart TV, because she moving into her new RV. And so I'm going to have a TV for the first time since, I don't know, about 15 years. I haven't used a TV since I had a laptop. I just quit watching TV. I watch everything on the laptop. It's funny how things have changed. And now I'll have a TV. I'm going to have to learn how to work it. Robert will show me. But yeah, it's going pretty good. Anyway, I am less stressed. Last night was the first night that I slept great. I only woke up twice, which is great. The 2 nights before, it was just like every hour I was waking up between the cats and not being able to get comfortable, but moving my bed this way instead of this way did make a difference. And I put, in my van, I had a wall on each side of my head, basically. So I put a dresser on one side of my bed and a table on the other. So I felt like I was in a space like I was, and that made me more comfortable for sure. Changing sleeping space definitely was a kicker. I'm late in the chat, Gina. Are you living in your cabin? Yes, Boho Blue Van. I am in the cabin. Still moving stuff from my property because I have all my solar I got to move over. And like I said, my old landlord is going to bring his four-wheeler and haul all that up the hill through the weed field out there where they used to grow weed. We have to do it before 10 a.m. because of fire dangers. But we will be bringing that up, and I will get my solar hooked up. Now I will run completely on solar, and he's on his way here. He's going to hook my solar up where I can just switch from solar to power to electric. I don't know anything about electric and solar. He will be doing that, him and Robert. I did talk to G because we have an app on our electric here that you can tell how much power you use, kind of. And he said I didn't use much at all in 24 hours, which is good. I'm happy with that. And like I said, I'll be using the diesel heater. And this particular diesel heater, I'm very happy with. It is, you can plug it directly into the wall. You don't have to hook it up to a battery. And I'll be using that on really cold days. And I have the EcoFlow Wave 2 that I can run on my solar or electric. And on days that are not so cold, I'll use that. But I will tell you this, I think the diesel heater may be too much heat because this thing is so well insulated. I can turn my AC on for an hour, 2 hours, and turn it off, and it stays very cool in here. My power usage was literally a rounding area, error. But yeah, I will have. I have backup heat. No matter how you look at it, I can use the diesel heater. I can use the Wave 2, EcoFlow Wave 2. Same with AC. I have backup. Uh, uh, also, I have, and all else fails, I have a buddy heater, and I have an exhaust fan still on the top of my cabin, which is really nice. I can turn that on too if I had to use the buddy heater, but I don't see that happening. I'm cooking on a little electric, like hot plate, because I only cook one pan meals. But I have, for backup, I have my camp stove, and I can turn on the exhaust fan. It is just been, I living in the van and having backup after backup for different things has really helped with this too. I just transferred it to this. I'm living in this as I would in the van, just more room. And the difference is it takes less time in here. I'll do everything the same as in the van, but it takes less time in this cabin because I have more room. My van is filthy. When I started pulling the fridge out, there was 5 years of dust underneath it, because it's just something I didn't pull out. And I mean, it's dirty. I will be getting rid of the van one way or the other. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Not positive. Working out something with Robert maybe on the van. We'll see. Can we see the kitties? Absolutely. I wonder if I can turn the camera. Well, here is one. She's sitting by me. Mati. She's sitting here, but let me go show you the other three. They are having a nap because their sleep schedule is much different than it was. I wish I could flip the camera, but I don't see how. Let me see if I can flip the camera somehow. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Let me go over here. Oh, there these three are. They're sleeping on the cat tree. I still have to take my stickers off the windows. Yep, they're loving this cat tree. And there's my room's a mess, but there's how I set up my bed now, away from the wall, just the heads by the wall. And yeah, over here will be a TV and more of a cook station. I got a cook station I'm going to bring up and put in there. But let me turn this back around now. There we go. But yeah, it's coming together nicely. It's just taken a few days to get stuff, just organized and how I'm going to use it. The sun's not. Sorry, I don't understand. Now my phone's going off. Siri's talking to me. I think Siri talks too much. All the time. All the time. Thanks, Stacy. I'm trying to see EcoFlow 2 and solar should. Yeah, I have a feeling what I know of diesel heaters, I've never used a Halkery. They're a more expensive brand of diesel heater. But even with like my older Vivor, it'd run me out of the van. A lot smaller space, but a lot less insulated. And this space is easy to keep cool. Even if you don't turn an AC on here, I've walked into this building from 100 degrees outside, and I guarantee you it was about 75 in here. That was before we put windows in, but this room is very well insulated, and it was. I mean, when I came in, there was no cobwebs. I mean, everything is sealed up in it. No cobwebs, nothing like that. That's what I thought was pretty amazing about this building. It's hard for me to see the chat. I'm trying to, whoops. I'm trying to scroll up. 5 by 5. I can't see what's going on in the chat. It keeps, when you do the live on the phone on StreamYard, it don't show the chat that well. Oh, you're getting a place. You want to get a place to call home base. There you go, Boho Blue Van. Perfect. Thank you, Terry. They do make a male version of it. Robert has that on his phone. Oh, thank you for the gifts, G. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, man. Okay, I'm trying to see now the chat's not showing me anything. Oh, man. It's showing me the gifts. Oh, you know what? This StreamYard, really, they came down like $5, $4 or $5 in price. I think I'm going to cancel the insurance on my van because I'm not going to be driving it. I think when I do, I'll get StreamYard again. They came down in price, but if you're doing the free version, they're making it really hard to see the chat on your phone. Let me go to my other phone and get into the chat so I can actually read the chat. Freaking crazy. Daggum. There it is. You're going to tell me that I have to. Oh my God. I'm telling you what, this has been between moving and all this and all the news. I don't try to watch news. I watch like Stephen Garner, It's Jimmy, I watch Candace Owens, more podcast type news. Joe Rogan's my favorite. I watch him a lot, but it's just been a sad couple of weeks in our nation, and it's horrible. It's really stressed me out a little bit. Now my phone won't load my live. What the heck? There we go. Let me turn that down, and now I can see the chat. Sand Gloves, hello. How you doing? I'm reading the chat off my phone. That's why I'm looking down, guys. BU Van Life. All right. Thank you for the gifts, G. The membership gifts. Ash Ventura's in the house. Yes, I'm in the new spot, Ash. This is the cabin. Another Canadian friend of mine. My channel is about gloves, and I like to stay and watch the live stream. If people were disable plastic gloves, cool. Gloves. Likes gloves. I got a pair of pretty good work gloves, and they've been working hard. Thank you, Stacy Quimby. Thank you so much. Treats for the kitties. I will get them some treats. You know, the kitty the outdoor kitty over where I parked at, I've been, taking care of her from afar for the last 5 years. She won't even talk to me when I go over there now. She's mad at me. I'm taking food over there once a week for them to feed her. I would have brought her with me, but she would run away and die trying to get back. She's lived there 15 years, I guess, 10, 15 years. She would not be happy away from there. I would have loved to bring her with me, but she's quite upset at me. She's not talking to me at all. But bless her little heart. But I will be watching her and bringing food over. I'm going to be getting my mail there because we do not have a mailbox here. I believe to get mail here, the mail place, the U.S. Post Office said we have to have a taxable dwelling to get a mailbox. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to find out. But eventually we'll be putting a modular home on here somewhere. And Desert Deb is in the house. Thank you guys for keeping an eye on the chat. Jolly Matilda's here. I would say I'll play something for you, Stacy. Let me play something if I can find something. There it is. Let me see what I got. I got to get some new stuff done, but it's hard to do stuff on this anymore because I'm not a member of StreamYard. Here we go. We'll do this. Oh, no, won't let me share a video clip because I'm not a paid membership. That's crazy. Stupid. I can't. But thank you for the gifts and the tip. Thank you so much. I'm moving into a cottage on the ocean in my home. Oh, that's awesome, Ash. So cool, man. What part of Canada are you in, Ash? I have so many Canadians in here right now. It's funny, on my analytics, most of my people that watch me are from Canada. Let's see. Yeah, so anyway, it's going to be, I still got a lot of work to do. I won't be able to really sit and rest until probably after December. By the time I get everything moved in and set up, by the time I help get the property winterized, it's going to be winter. Then I'll be able to sit and relax. Eventually, I'm going to try. Okay, so what I've got to do next spring is get some siding on this. Now, Saturday, my friend Melissa's coming over to help me put up this Tyvek I have. I have enough to cover half the house. And it's funny, this side of the building, no wear and tear on the siding. And the back side of the building, no wear and tear, not weathered. But this side of the building and the front because of the sun, and this side because of the rain. I'm thinking I'm going to get this Tyvek put on, and then I'll buy some more Tyvek and do the other side. But I don't have to do that as fast as I need to do this side. I got me a staple hammer, you know, staple jack, I think that's what they call it, or a staple hammer. Make it easier to put up. Melissa's going to come over Sunday, it is, and help me get that put up. I have enough to do at least half or more of the building. We'll be doing that Sunday, and then Saturday I'm moving up the rest of my stuff. Sunday she'll be bringing my TV. She's given me a microwave, a toaster oven, a big one, and a slow cooker. So I'll have all the cooking stuff, you know, kind of cool. I love one pan meals and cooking in like a crock pot and stuff. So yeah, that toaster oven will do everything. So I'm excited about that. But all back at, if all fails, if the electric's out and I don't have enough solar, I have my camp stove I can cook on in emergencies. Got to have ways to cook. That's for sure. Linda Oakie's eating. Yes, staple hammer. Very good for undesirable guests. Correct, David. That is my weapon as well. And I'm getting some bear spray and keeping by my door. The first night I had left my window kind of open. You know, it's screened, but the kitties alerted me to something outside. They all ran. There was nothing for them to stand on at that window, but they all four ran to the window, and like I could hear them going, and I heard something big walking out there. I have found bear scat, bear fur. Bear's been getting in our trash. Our neighbors told us we had a bear. So I'm going to put some bear spray at the door, and because it's very dark out here at night. I have a porch light. I just got to figure out how to turn it on. There's a lot of stuff I haven't figured out on this breaker box, and where the switch for that is. So, and then I'm going to put me some solar lights on the, I'll probably get it done next year, on the trail going down the hill. It's only maybe a 30-foot trail, but it's quite steep, but it's kind of in levels. I'm going to be digging out a few spots and putting some steps in here and there at the parts that are not kind of flat. I'll be putting some steps in, and then I'm going to put some solar lights in the ground. The poison oak is almost gone on that trail. A friend of mine, Donnie, and his wife, they said poison oak grows in bulbs. So they need to find the bulbs there. But as you guys remember, I was covered in poison oak. I've been covered in cuts and bruises. Look at that. I got bruises all over from carrying stuff up the hill. This particular cut is actually from poison oak, but I'm on prednisone and it didn't get bad. That would have been a bad scratch if I wasn't on prednisone already. As you guys remember, my eye was swollen shut. But anyway, it is exciting and new. Moonlight, solar light, maybe. Yeah, something. I found, Lily, I went and looked at a shotgun. I found a shotgun at Weimar, $160. That's pretty cheap for a shotgun. I'm thinking about getting that in a few months and getting some slugs and just keep it loaded here by the door. We do have a mountain lion also, but I'm not so scared of them. Mountain lions here, unless you're bothering them, unless you're like bothering their young or cornering them, around here, they don't bother you so much. But the black bear, the problem with the black bear is that he's used to people and he eats trash. And I mean, he's destroyed our big trash can at the road. We've had to get another one. But I will. Yeah, I called David when I was thinking about what to buy. Yeah, motion lights would be nice. But yeah, he was saying that 12 gauge with slugs would work. So yeah, I'll get one. It's good to have home protection. Now that I'm not in the, see, I used to have guns, but I got rid of my guns when I moved in the van. I just didn't want to keep them in the van. But I will get some bear spray first and keep here for sure. Um, but yeah, just a lot to do, a lot to do, and a lot of it's got to be slowly done. I'm just trying to get everything. I think so far, besides hauling everything up the hill, the hardest part is getting my routine of how I'm going to do my dishes and how I'm showering. Getting all that set up has been hard. What's throwing me behind was that my USB shower head, I broke my good one, and my old one, I can't find the charger for it, but I'm trying to find one online now, and I'll order that. It still has charge. It's set for 4 years, and it still had enough charge to let me shower yesterday with it. So once I have my showers routine set up, I'll feel much better. And the what's funny is the other thing that's been getting hard to get used to at night. When I lay down in my bed in the van at night, I have a thing that holds my iPad up above me, like if you're laying in a hospital bed and the TV's above you, or I had it on the side. I had a mount on each side of the bed so I could move my iPad around and watch TV. I don't have that. And so getting comfortable watching TV has been a pain in the butt, but I'll be having a big TV sitting in front of the bed and my lounge chair uh, uh, come Sunday, so that'll be great. Like I said, I haven't had a TV in for days, but I got a couple of. Robert brought me a stand that kind of works. I set it. I moved my coffee table, or not my coffee table, but my end table by the chair, by the bed, and I put that little iPad on it. But I slept in that chair the first night for half the night. The zero gravity camping chairs they make? Melissa gave me one. And I threw a real comfy sleeping bag over it. Kind of, it looks country, it's plaid on the inside. Dude, that thing's comfortable when you recline it back. There ain't no way I'd move a lazy boy chair up here. That would be so hard, so heavy. Definitely, but this thing is pretty nice, actually. I like it. Also, the other thing that's been USB cables. I asked him about that already. It's a 3.7 plug that you undo. I'd have to show you, but I found one online for $7. But another thing that's my kitty tent, the tent that I put outside, when I'm moving stuff in and out, when I'm going to be in and out, I pop it up in the living room and put them in it because little girl is so anxious to get outside. I just don't want to let her out because she don't know this area yet. I don't want to let her out. A lot of foxtails out there. I can't afford no vet bill, but I'm going to build me a good screen door next year. Once I figure out the door I have now, I'll be putting in a normal door. I'll be replacing that, and I'm going to put a screen door in. But I thought about putting, like, I don't know. I looked at different ways. Build a screen that, I might lose a little room, but not much, like 2 feet in, but like a screen cage around the door that has a door on it that I'll walk through. So I'll walk into my door, set my groceries down on the floor, shut the door, and then open the screen door because these guys are keen on trying to get out. And I'm just not going to allow them to. They've never been outside cats, ever. Yeah, I thought about go ahead and putting her harness on her with a leash. That way, if she did run out, I'm going to bring that stuff up out of the van. Every day, I'm bringing a load out of the van. I just can't do it all in one day. Again, I'm hurting all over. Really, my muscles are sore. I got my doctor prescribes me because I can't take medications. Like, let me show you. I can't take pain medications. But I know it's just muscle pain. I don't know where it's at now. But it's like a lidocaine patch, but it's a cream. But it works so good. And then I use Tiger Balm. But I'm pretty dang sore, I'll tell you. Now the drawer won't open. Shoot. Oh, I see. There we go. There it is. All right. So yeah, just getting used to everything. But the exercise is darn good for me. Yes, David. Now he sees what I'm saying. Yeah, that way I do it outside. I didn't even think of that, David. Yep. Build an outside, just a little screen porch where I can even pull my shoes off. Um, I'd like to have a mudroom. You know, eventually what I want to do, David, is come off the front of my building with a screened in porch and put all my solar up there because that's where it needs to be, pointing the correct direction. And so I'll put 10 on the top and then mount my solar on top of that and have a screened in mud porch. I think that would be awesome to have a mud room because it does get muddy around here. Yeah, that's excellent. Mac, I get it. Walmart is good for painting. Okay, arnica oil. Okay, yeah. Yeah, if the cats can't rush out, then yeah, that's what I want to do actually. That's a great idea. Maybe someday a permanent catio outside of. Yeah, you know, if I had a built-in, if I had a, I'd have to have somebody do it because I can't build. I'm not a builder. Uh, but build a screen end porch. A friend of mine has a porch like that. It's just old school porch with screen around it and screen door. And I can take my shoes off there. I can even make little roll down plastic things in the winter so rain don't come in. You know, I can do stuff like that. But yeah, eventually I'm going to do that. uh, and that way they'd have a catio they could go out into when I'm home. I was going to hang one of their catios up on the window, but I really don't want to hang nothing off the cabin. Hey, Ramblin' Rocketeer. Oh, yeah, that's true, David. Yeah. It should be fairly cheap to build the biggest expense is going to be the foundation. Dang, lumber is expensive. Man, I bought just a few pieces for stuff I needed, like for my door and stuff like that. I was shocked at how expensive it is. Sarah Rose Murphy, what's up? Good to see you. Yep. I was trying to see what time it is, make sure I don't miss my. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, yeah, we got an hour. Good to see you, Miss Sarah. Sarah helped me get a good start on this. She helped me with painting and all that. And thank you, all you guys that contributed to help me get this ready to move in. I had folks buy me paint. I had folks help me with the windows. I had folks help me do the labor to it. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Oh, you have to rebuild your deck. Oh, yeah. I bet lumber's expensive in Canada for sure. Yeah, G's traveling across country. He's getting a good, spending lots of money on gas. Put it that way. You know, my van only gets 8 to 9 miles to the gallon, uphill or downhill, pulling something or not. But it did overheat coming over here. I don't know what's going on with it. I do know it needs a new radiator though. But I'm not going to be driving it, so I can save $60 a month if I just put the insurance on pause. I think I'm going to do that. If I do that, and I think I'm going to download a bunch of music off Epidemic Sound, and then just kill my subscription to Epidemic Sound. And then as I need more music, I'll just buy a subscription because that's $19 a month. So I can save quite a bit of money if I do that stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. I love Sarah. Yeah, she's awesome. But last night, when I went to the store, I never buy cereal. I don't eat cereal. One, because of the carbs. But I noticed that I have neuropathy due to diabetes, peripheral neuropathy, I believe is how you say that. But if I eat anything carbs, my feet hurt. But I've been getting plenty of exercise, which is awesome. And I thought, man, I'm hungry for some Cheerios. And I bought Cheerios. And for the first time, I had a bowl of cereal, probably the first time in 5 years. It was so good. I'm telling you, I had a bowl of cereal. It was so good. So good. And it didn't bother me. So this exercise is good. I just have to be sure and not overdo it. The day that I hauled everything up, I truly overdid it. I had a doctor's appointment the next day, and he said, "Don't overdo it. Keep doing what you're doing, but overdoing it that way is not good." So, it's like I'm going to limit my time of doing stuff. Especially this still moving. A few hours a day, I'll bring stuff up, but I'm not going to push it anymore because once I get the rest of my stuff off the property over there, I don't have to push it anymore. Once I get my solar up here, I don't have to push it anymore. And and a couple of hours a day taking care of stuff on the property, that's kind of what I'm doing. There's going to be why is this? I'm trying to set this up so I can see my. There we go. You don't need no insurance once. Oh yeah, G's van will be here for me to use. Yeah, Robert and G make sure I'm able to get to town. I love them for that. They make sure I can get to my doctor's appointments. Robert he's you guys know he left his car with me when he was traveling. Hello, three generations. They make sure I get to my doctor's appointments. They make sure I'm waking up every day. And so, yeah, it's good to have the boys around. They're like family to me, and I appreciate them very much. They're teaching me a lot about solar. I can't mess with it much because of the pacemaker, but they try to teach me as they do stuff and show me stuff, and they keep an eye on, make sure all my electric's working great. If I need something, all I have to do is ask one of those guys to help me with it. And Robert works a lot. He works from home. So part of the day he's not available, but G will be here soon. And, it's just great having those guys around. And if you guys didn't notice, I got my name changed. I got a new logo. So messing with that, need to brand myself a little bit with that. Let's see here. Pretty bad. Sam has a vet appointment tomorrow morning. I will update afterwards. Well, sending prayers there, Lily, for sure. But yeah, this is, I'm not off grid, but I'm kind of off grid. Like I said, the solar will be my priority or my major power. And G's going to rig it where if I don't have enough solar or something's going on, I can just be right on grid. The Wi-Fi is working perfect. They spent a lot of money making sure we had Wi-Fi here because one, Robert has to use Wi-Fi, internet for work, and I need it for my pacemaker stuff. And you can see, let me turn this around. It's quite the setup there. I'll be getting rid of that router, but there's my monitor. All that stuff is there, and they have a thing mounted on my building that looks like a disc, like a satellite disc, but it's called a radio that picks up the internet from the barn. They have the internet set up in the barn, and it works well. I have pretty good internet, faster than I did on the Starlink, where I was parked. It's a lot faster. Thank you, Lily. Yeah. G and Robert are great with electrical and solar and internet. Yeah, they keep things going. We got a washer and dryer on the property in the barn down there, so I don't have to go to town to do laundry. If all else fails, and I mean, like if I don't get my cord in on my USB shower head, Robert said I can take a shower down there. I just hate using people's facilities, but I right now it's not cold. It's easy just to shower out on the porch. Well, I told Robert, I said, do not come up to my cabin until you text me because I'm going to take a shower on the porch. And he started laughing. The other day when Melissa was here, I don't have my toilet area blocked off. I'm going to buy some curtains, and I have these cables running across, and I'm going to curtain off a corner from my toilet and my shower area. And Melissa was sitting on the floor. She came over to do some work on her computer because it was she was having trouble at where she lives. She hasn't moved into her trailer yet, but she came over to sit over here to do some work. And I just threw a blanket over my head and covered the whole toilet. And I sit down and went potty. And she's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm going pee." And she just started laughing. She filmed it. I didn't know it. But you couldn't see me. I'm thinking, what a great money-making idea right there. It was pretty funny. I might make a short out of that video. I don't know yet. Point-to-point repeaters. That's what it is. Yes. Yes, Lily, you're welcome to come visit. How big is your cabin? It is 12 by 20. One big room. 12 by 20. Odin, did you guys see the rug that Odin sent me? Well, he sent me the money to get the rug. I have a nice rug now. It's so comfy to walk on. And I kept down underneath it. Those outdoor RV carpets? I kept that down underneath it, and it's so comfy. Yes, I've had so much help from you guys. You guys are all amazing. It's been awesome. All right, kids. I think I'm going to end this live stream here. I wanted to catch up with y'all. I got a video coming out either tonight or tomorrow. So I will catch you guys on the next one. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I will catch you guys later. Take care, everybody.